Hey guys, so even though it's early fall and the mums are just starting to bloom, it's time to plan for next year. So in this video, I'm going to be going over with you the plans I have for my farm next year, the seeds I'm going to be growing, and all the plugs I'm going to be ordering. So let's get inside, we got a lot of work to do. Hey guys, so I'm here in the office drinking my coffee, but there's a lot of work to be done, and thankfully I'm almost finished and ordered and ready for next year. So on this video, I'm going to be going over with you all the changes that I made to the farm, all the seeds I'm ordering, all the plugs I'm ordering, and where everything is going for next year. It's all right here in my paperwork. So come with me and I'm going to show you what's going to be happening on the farm in 2023. Okay guys, so here is my list of my row plan. So I have 11 rows on the farm. Most of the rows are 100 feet long, and four of the rows are 200 feet long. So the first row right here, I'm going to be putting Rudbeckia, and I'm going to be putting a full row of Rudbeckia, and I broke it down into the varieties of Rudbeckia that I'll be putting in. So I'm going to be putting in 125 of the Irish Eyes in plugs, 125 in Sahara, also in plug, and I'm going to be doing 250 Indian Summer, and that's me seeding in. So why did I break it down that way? Rudbeckia was hard for me to grow this year, especially the Sahara. I only had like probably 20% germination on that. Indian Summer was the easiest one to grow. So that's why I chose to grow the Indian Summer and not pay for the plugs, because I figured that one worked well for me. So I'm going to grow the Indian Summer myself and order these two varieties on the plugs. I put it in row 1 because that's the row that people come in first, and this will have the most color, pop of like bright yellow and different colors when they come in. So that's why I chose row 1. My second row is my row where I had more perennial things. I already have yarrow growing on there. I have some sedum in there, and I also have some bee balm. I am going to be growing more bee balm because I really liked it. I'm going to be direct seeding in some dill and amaranth, even though I said I wasn't going to grow it. I have extra space there, so I'm just going to grow about 100 plants of amaranth, and that's going to be directly seeded because it grows so quickly, so that's going to be there nice and easy. Okay, so on to row 3. Celosia, if you watch on my other videos, is one of the most popular flowers to pick. So I'm going to be doing, you'll see over here, 100 feet of celosia. This is going to be the variety, the Kurume. I don't know how to say that, but that's the one that looks like the brains, and you'll see in the picture. I'm going to be showing you every single flower I did here on pictures in just a little bit, but this is just discussing it. So that's 200 of plugs, and then I'm going to be seeding myself 200 of the Plume variety because that was easier for me to grow. And I'm also going to be doing down here another half a row of celosia, and that's going to be seeded by me. Gomphrena was super easy for me to grow, so I'm going to be 400 of seed Gomphrena myself. Marigolds on row 5 were super easy to grow. That is not being bought by plugs, that is being seeded in my grow room, so that's all me. A new one on the farm next year is Ageratum, and that's going to be 200 in plugs just because I've never grown it before, so I figured why not give that a shot on the plugs instead of trying it myself. Status is row 6, about 43 feet of it, and that was super easy for me to grow, so that's going to be grown by me. Verbena is the new one on the farm, and that one I'm buying in plugs, just the same reason. I never grew it before. I figured why not just get it from plugs, so that's about 43 feet, 200 plugs. Basil is going to be, oops, here we go. Over here, small, 15 feet, you don't need a lot. People usually only put 1 or 2 stems, so that'll be nice. And on row 7, we're getting to the zinnias. So on row 7 for the zinnias, I'm trying the Oklahoma variety. People have been saying that it's more powdery mildew resistant, it's quicker to bloom. So I'm going to be trying 200 plants of that. I'm going to be seeding that myself. That one, I don't know if I'm direct seeding that yet or if I'm going to start it inside, we're going to see. But I'm going to be doing 50 feet of that row, direct seeding. When we get to row 8, let me make sure that's in focus right here. I'm going to be doing more zinnias. And I bought plugs for, let's see, how many zinnias did I buy? 420 plugs. So those are going to be 420 plugs of zinnias, 200 direct seeded by me. Cosmos are also going to go to the end of that row, direct seeded. No, I'm sorry, not direct seeded. Those I'm buying in plugs. The reason I'm buying Cosmo in plugs, is because they took so long from direct seeding this year that I said, let me just buy them in plugs, give them a jump start, because they're only starting to bloom now into the season. I want them sooner. So 200 in plug and 200 by me. So the zinnias, I said, yeah, we're doing 400. I'm direct seeding in like 600. So yeah, there's a lot of zinnias. As you can see, how many feet did I do? This is my 200 row right here. So I'm gonna be doing, let's say, yeah, about over here, zinnias, 100, 200, 300, 400 feet of zinnias next year, a lot. And then of course the sunflowers on rows 10 and 11, and those will be directly seeded in weekly succession planting. So that's the plan, and let me show you the next part of all of this. Okay, so to make this easier for myself, but I'm not gonna go through it again, I just wrote every single flower that I'm growing here, and I wrote how many I'm going to be getting from plugs versus seeds. So everything is in nice order over here for me. So that is just my little list to make it a little bit easier for myself. Now let me show you pictures of everything I'm gonna grow so that you can see what the varieties actually look like. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna be showing you the flowers, the pictures of them so you can see. So for the first one this is on Johnny Seeds that I'm ordering from, just so you know. The first one is the Indian Summer Rudbeckia. I'm only growing 250, but I'm ordering 1,000 just because it is just a better price to order the 1,000, and I need to order for 20% extra anyway. So yeah, so I'm ordering 1,000 of those. The second one is the Bee Balm. That's the purple one I had this year. So that's the purple Bee Balm. The next one is the Celosia, the Pompous Plume, in a mixed variety. The Celosia, I'm growing 400 for me, so 20% extra. I'm getting 500 seeds. So that's the Celosia. Next down on the list there is the Gomphrena. So I'm doing a mix of like purples and pastel pinks, as you can see right here. That's the Gomphrena that I'm talking about. And for the Gomphrena, I'm doing 400 to grow. So same thing I ordered. Well, on that one I ordered 500. So the Gomphrena, as you can see, are a little bit cheaper. So I just went up in price. I just went up in quantity on them because I picked out also the orange. And I picked out the raspberry cream. A little bit less on the raspberry cream, but as you can see, it's like only $2 more to get like double the price, double the quantity. So on some of those I got more. Okay, this is the marigolds. This is a variety I wanted to try this year called White Swan. The White Swan is like a lighter yellow. It's like a creamy color, really pretty. So I'm getting 100 of those. On the White Swan, I'm also getting these are the giant yellow marigolds, 250 of the giant yellow, and I'm getting 100 of the, sorry guys, my camera's going crazy trying to focus. Okay, I'm getting 100 of the orange ones. Okay, so those are the marigolds, and marigolds I'll be growing 400, so I think I ordered again about 20% extra. Okay, let's keep going. So Status was the one that I said that I wasn't gonna grow next year. Surprise, I'm growing it this year again. I talked to a farmer and he said really my Status, what happened with that was it should have been bushier and it needed more fertilizer. So I will be fertilizing it more. I think once it's bushier, people will pick off of it more. It'll be more abundant and pretty to look at. So yeah, Status is coming back. I am growing, what did I say here, 200, and I'm ordering, let's say, a packet of those. I'm probably ordering, I think probably 400 on those. So that's the Status. Next is the basil. Whoops, I got double ordered there. I gotta take one of those cinnamon basils off. Cinnamon basil, I'm ordering like a deep red leaf basil, red Reuben. I never grew that before. That's gonna be new. Mrs. Burn Lemon, I love Mrs. Burn Lemon. Everybody should grow that. It smells amazing. So I'll be growing, there it is, Mrs. Burns Lemon Basil. And here we go for the zinnias. So for the zinnias, I'm doing the Veneri Giant Mix, and the Oklahomas are the new ones. So the Oklahomas, I'm doing like a pink and a peach. I think that's called salmon, right? So the salmon and the pink. And then for the Cosmos that I'm direct seeding in, I'm doing a double click bicolor violet. For the Pro Cut sunflowers, I'm doing all Pro Cuts, but this year I'm doing peach, which is a new one, white light, which I didn't grow this year, gold light, which I love, and the traditional orange Pro Cut. and a Pro Cut White Knight. I also threw in there a Pro Cut Plum. So that should equal around 2,000. That's how many I'm growing there. Okay, so that is what I'm growing from Johnny Seeds from seed in my grow room. Now let me show you the plugs, what they look like. Okay guys, so now I'm on Farmer Bailey's for the plugs, and I just want to show you the flowers there and how much it costs per tray if you ever want to order. It's pretty simple. So the ageratum here is $44. It comes in a tray size of 210. So you don't have a choice on that. You have to order 210. So you're ordering wholesale on this. I'm gonna do the Blue Horizon, so that's the color on it. And then you pick over here your shipping week. Now the shipping week that I'm doing, now I want to put my flowers in after the frost. My last frost date is like beginning of May, but sometimes we have a later frost at the end of May. So I want to get the plants in May 21st. The company told me that it only takes about 5 days to ship. So I'm going to get them here a week early. They can stay in the tray for a week. So I'm probably going to do a shipping date of May 8th, get them here. If everything looks good, I'll probably put them in the ground May 15th if my 10-day outlook is good. But for me in Zone 7B, I'm doing a shipping date of May 8th. They told me to ship it earlier, but I don't want to have them sitting in the plugs getting root bound if there's a weird spring, so that's my shipping date on that. All right, so let me show you the next one. Okay, so for the Cosmos, I'm going to be doing this beautiful apricot lemonade color. It's $46 for $125. I think I'm doing the 210. All right, well, I'm doing the 210. So it's $46, and then same thing, I put my shipping date over here. Yeah, so those are the Cosmos. It's a very different kind of variety. I thought it'd be something unusual and beautiful on the farm. Okay, so on to the Rudbeckia that I'm going to be ordering from them. I'm doing the Sahara. I know this says it's Irish Eyes on here, but it's not. It doesn't really change it to, see, don't be, when you're on this though and you click on it, just know that it's not changing to the picture. So it's on Irish Eyes right now, but that is not Irish Eyes. I'll show you what Irish Eyes. This is Irish Eyes. So just know that, make sure that you click on the right one. So Irish Eyes is what I'm ordering from them. And also I'm ordering the Sahara in trays of 125. So yeah, so those are the pictures of the Rudbeckia. Okay, so last but not least are the zinnias, the Veneri Giants. I'm basically growing these just to get a jump start. I was having some trouble with them last year in my grow room. It was like too warm in the grow room, then it was too cold outside. It was very weird. Even though they're supposed to be the easiest thing to germinate, they were like growing too fast. So anyways, I said, you know what, let's just get 2 trays of these, 400, start them, get them going nice and healthy. So I'll be getting the mixed variety, which is what I'm clicked on right now. Yeah, so those are the zinnias. Okay guys, so I want to show you the tally of what it's costing me for everything. So the plugs cost me $493. The shipping on that was $115, and the seeds cost me $357. Shipping on that was free, so it totaled to $965 for everything, for seeds and plugs combined. Last year I spent about $800 just on seeds. I overbought on seeds. Some things I didn't use. So this year I really had it down good of exactly what I wanted, where everything was going. So it's not costing me much more than last year, because I guess $150 more. So I'm excited about that. It's a good number for all the plants that I'm growing on the farm. Now it's $965. Now, of course, we're going to put in there like soil and everything else. So this is just for, the seeds and plugs alone. So total of $965. Okay guys, so now you know everything that I'm growing on my farm for next year. It was a lot of work putting it all together. But if you are going to be growing next year, I suggest that you figure out what you're growing. Some of the things on there are back ordered until December. So people are ordering early. Make sure you get your orders in early. I recommend Johnny Seeds, Farmer Bailey's. I have not ordered from yet, but I hear great things about it, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, I'm very excited about what's to come next year. I'm already dreaming about the flowers that are going to be blooming next year. And thank you guys for joining me in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.